is they've just won 2 3 versus 3s flawlessly against Lights Out and Cows. That secures them that #1 spot in the weighty lobby between Lights Out and Fake Cows. So far, in the 3 versus 3s, they've been dunked on, Dread. Like, there's really, in terms of confidence.
All right, back again for Fortune Stadium here in this last game of this round robin. It's going to be another pretty important one, Dianic. And it's a tough one for me. I think it could go either way.
It could definitely go either way. It really comes down to these small micro decisions, or like macro decision as well, which is really going to make the big difference in between these two teams. But luckily,
agree with you, but it looks like CNS might be cooking me again here, but I think we're back. And it's gone again, Diana. I'm going to have to keep it over for you for again.
I hate to break it to you, Dread. CNS is also taken upon me, but I can see some things. I can tell you, Fake Ghost, they're not doing fantastic. 2 of them are being completely taken out. Glitch Cafe and Code are both gone all up to the... Never mind. That play's now dead as well. As I was just talking about him, he is gone. Fake Ghosts have been wiped. It's going to be a Lights Out now standing out strong in the first team fight. Listen, CNS is absolutely brutal here, by the way, from our side of the ends. Do you need, like, I don't know how to help you, Dread. I don't know either. I think tell CNS to go away. Maybe ask them politely.
I don't know if my VIA chip is outdated or what. I might need to get some more Halto insurance, or I don't know. I need all the help against CNS here because they are out in force, it seems. But it looks like they're backing down just a little bit, as I can now see Donk Rage moving this box over and getting ready to get this plug in. Fake Cows kind of right on their tail, though, it looks like, coming up into this. Might even beat them there because who is that? It looks like somebody on Lights Out is way behind everybody else, Diana.
Oh, there's definitely a person, and it's going to be Rubinski, who's so far behind. And again, Fake Cows are just right there, really already engaging and trying to make it a difficult task for the side of Lights Out to make themselves here successful. Deadplate will be the first one to find himself a cheeky killer to kill here onto Lights Out, and it was Person who was taken out. He now finds himself on a very long, staggering coin. The fact yet is that Fake Cows, they're trying to, again, chaos is what they're really good at, and as long as they can initiate that, like they've already proven and shown to us, it can be good. But luckily from the side of Lights Out, they have another cash out box which they can focus on. Fake Cows have stolen the vault and are moving to the side of Hospital to plug it and bring it under their control.
Yeah, that's a pretty good big play from Fake Cows here, because if they're able to get here soon enough and kind of set up just a little bit on this box, they're going to have a really good hold, but I don't think they're going to have a lot of time because Lights Out looks like right on their tail again, as these teams have now touched every side of the map, coming over to finally get this first box plugged. And Lights Out right above them. Now going to be making their way in. Fake Cows, no time to set up here, as Lights Out literally right on the other side of this doorway. Barricades are going to go down as shots are going to ring through just a little bit. That invis coming through. And now it's somehow a standoff, even though these teams are just right up next to each other, Dianic.
They're right up next to each other, but they're trying to play this together. They're trying to place down the barricade. Didn't quite work out. The winch also not as successful. Huge RPG coming through. Look at that damage being done on the side of Fake Cows. Lights Out. They will lose Person in the meanwhile, but look at the damage yet. Finally being able to go back up. Person may have been raised, but the next one, Rubinski, is gone from the board. Next explosion coming through. Donk Rage and Person still alive, holding on to strong of this. But look at the building collapsing. This is chaos. This is what Fake Cows are known to be perfect and conditioned in. Donk Rage will find himself standing all alone against 2 members of the side of the Fake Cows, but those are really low HP. Deadplate and Glitch Cafe still waiting. And look at Codraft. He can find himself maybe on a cheeky little coin, same as Rubinski here. Both will coin in, but it's still a 2v3. Person needs to be raised in the meanwhile.
Yeah, that is true, and we are coming up on just a quarter time left up on this box. So now they are going to have to try to hold this. And look at how much destruction has gone through this building already now. I mean, there's so many floors, so much ceiling and walls kind of broken down, laying all over the place here. It's going to kind of make it hard for them to fall. And oh no, Rubinski goes through that gateway off the map. Glitch Cafe getting one of the first gateway kills we've ever seen in comp. But is it going to matter for the whole team fight? It looks like it is, because Kodaft able to finish off per zone and Fake Cows taking the first box.
My god, what a play. And here again, Dread, right? Look at that chaos. The entirety of the building falling down. And the fact that it's not just a horizontal floor anymore, but it's a vertical, it's a rectangle, whatever it is. From the side of Lights Out, this is something they have to face when they play against Fake Cows. Chaos, unpredictability. Where are they? Are they in this corner, that corner, over here? Are they standing on the slight ceiling that is falling above them on their head? That is what Fake Cows is so good at controlling. Being unpredictable, making the building unpredictable, not to the norm. And they've played it out perfectly. Again, that gateway, absolutely wonderfully played there. Fake Out's going to take a little bit of damage here. Need to be careful. Glitch Cafe is not allowed to die here first. The second there's an early kill, everybody knows there's going to be an execution falling right after that. Luckily, both of these two teams are very far away from each other. So if there is a kill, there's enough time to at least res the teammate.
Yep, that is true. And now this next plug is going to be so important because Fake Cows so far have the lead, and they want to hold on to this to try to get a better seeding coming out of this round robin into the rest of this cycle too. But we're going to see how it goes, and these teams both know it too because it looks like it's going to slow down a lot here. Just as I say that though, Lights Out finally starting to move their way across. And Fake Cows just kind of playing smart here. I like this, holding down that center of the map, making sure they don't commit too hard to one side, because once they do, Lights Out could just change directions here and move over. But it's like they did commit a little bit to trying to fight them here as they have gated on top of their heads. Lights Out, though, still just trying to make it away with this box, not really committing to this fight, not trying to shoot back just yet. They're just trying to get this box moved as fast as possible. But Donk Rage, I think, might have gotten broken off just a little bit, Dianic.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not quite there with the team, but luckily he's been able to regroup. Was just a matter of what window is being chosen. Unfortunately, Lights Out there gotten himself a little bit away from the cash out, so they're gonna have to face Fake Cows before they're even able to plug. Fake Cows, they just made themselves a big entrance through the wall, able to get themselves into that position. As all of a sudden we can see, and there's a little bit of a staggering going on, not quite fully something happening, but here again, it's just that chaos that Fake Cows love. And somehow the plug still hasn't happened yet. Fake Cows, they need to get themselves under control. There's the gateway to get themselves even into a better position. They're somehow still running, and there we go. Finally took us a little bit, but Lights Out have cashed in the vault. And now they find themselves into a different building, completely going away from A because they had to face the Fake Cows, and now they find themselves in a good, pretty position. But there's the steal happening, Dread.
Yeah, and that, he actually probably could have stuck that, because that, I think it was either an RPG or a red barrel there, but it actually wasn't able to drop the box fully down. Didn't even drop dead plate either. But it looks like he's going to go back on it now, as that was the RPG, it looks like, and they don't have another one to spend. So he's going to go ahead and fully hold on to that and get that flip over. And now they're going to have to hold it, but Lights Out still kind of holding that roof above them as they're now fighting in the staircase here. The dome shield has been used by Perzone. They do have an escape gateway set up by Donk Rage there. Perzone not able to get all the way out, though. Is going to end up going down from an elbow from Deadplate there. Deadplate isn't able to find another one. Get the double kill. Rabinski, though, with the model, able to turn it on a Deadplate, but Glitch Cafe is there to get the trade and get another team wipe.
That early change was absolutely unpredictable. Fake Cows got themselves a second cash out under control. Listen, if they get this, Lights Out will be placed in the exact same scenario they were in cycle number 1. They have one chance of a cash out in stage number 2, and 1-3-3 if they make it through to get themselves then to the final stage. Maybe they just like this. Maybe they want to have their back turned against the wall. Spawn manipulation also now going on. We can see Lights Out spawning on the side of Hospital. This is going to be a tough take to do. Unfortunately, not as much damage has been done here, but look at that. Absolutely brutal. They're already going in. They want to make this a quick one. There's a lot of damage going out, but for both of these two teams, Lights Out will be the first one to lose a member. They're going to lose the second one. The third one will go to the side of Fake Cows. It's a 1v2. Donk Rage needs to find Skodef and Glitch. Both of them are lights, and he needs to find the steal as well. There's so little time left and no time at all for the steal. All he can do is maybe save his stats and find themselves not be wiped, but even that is taken away. My god, Fake Cows, a last second moment. They find themselves on the tip of the top.
Yeah, wow, absolutely insane there. Like I said, it's so hard to predict these games because that did not go at all how I predicted. And I mean, Glitch Cafe 2 was just such a big player in that, and Fake Cow is just playing so well together around these team fights and just kind of securing all floors of these buildings. And also, one of the first gateway kills we've ever seen in competitive, Jerry. I mean, that was fun to watch.
They're very rare, I'll give you that. It's a great one as well, with Rubinski potentially setting that up to do exactly that. You know, it's one of those things, if you don't know which way the gateway is pointing as you go through it, then you run the risk of it sending you off the map, especially on a map like Fortune, where the lights can put them out of the map and have some really nice spots to traverse. So it's always a risk taking those, but not a calculated one, as it seems, for Lights Out there. And Fake Cows coming out hugely on top with